They said all guests must sign in, so I made the CEO wait in a lobby until security approved him by user unlucky PIN 9555. We got a new visitor policy last week. The email was bolded, underlined, and said, all guests must sign in and wait for security clearance before entering. No exceptions. I work front desk. Normally, executives just walk through. But hey, the email said what it said. So when the CEO came in early for a board meeting, smiled and started heading for the elevator. I handed him the clipboard and said, sorry Sid, I'll need you to sign in and wait while I call it. Then he looked confused, maybe a little amused, but sat down. Security took their time 10 full minutes. The next morning, we got a new email, use discretion for executive level visitors. Go figure. No drinks at your desk. Fine, but don't you expect me to answer the phones? I use a support as a used to work reception at a small insurance office in the UK. Policy was no food or drink at the front desk, fair enough. But one summer, we had a heatwave and no air con. I brought a water bottle and discreetly kept it behind the monitor. One day, the manager spots it and tells me absolutely no drinks at the desk. Doesn't matter if it is hot, rules are rules. I asked even water, and she said yes. So the next day, I don't bring any. By top I am dizzy and dehydrated. I walk away from the desk and sit in the break room to drink water. Manager comes in and asks why I'm not at the desk. I reminded her that she said no drinks at the desk. I needed water, so I had to leave. Phones start ringing off the hook and clients are standing around waiting. I was told to use common sense after that and my water bottle stayed. Boss said to use my personal judgment, so I personally judged that I should go home, buy user coffee lovin'. I work at a place where staying late is appreciated but never actually required. They keep it vague so they can guilt you without saying it. One night we were super behind and 2 people had already called out. My boss stops by and goes, you're free to use your personal judgment on whether to stay. Not can you stay, not we need you, but just that. So at 5:0 I shut everything down, said night, and bounce. Next morning he asked like wait, you left? I go, yeah, I used my personal judgment. They told me to go home. There is a new email now, mandatory auth this week. STLL be more clear next time DDSSSKK. Client wanted me to stop pestering them for approvals. No problem. I work in graphic design, mostly for finicky corporate clients. One of them, a mid-sized real estate firm, would always ghost me on approvals, then complain about delays. I used to send reminders every 2-3 days. Then the client, as project lead, sent a snarky email to my boss. Can your designer stop pestering us for updates? We'll reply when we're ready. Okay then. I flagged the email, stopped following up, and moved the project to on hold. 3 weeks later, they call panicking. Their billboard design hadn't gone to print and the ad buy window closed. They blamed me, but I attached their email with a cheery note. As per your request, I did not follow up further on pending approvals. Silence for a day. Then a new project manager emailed to say the other guy had moved on and to please feel free to resume reminders as needed. I send those reminders now, CCing the new manager and legal. You have to follow the schedule, okay? Guess I'll just sit here then, by user Velvet Vanilla Whisper. I used to work at a small retail store where the manager was obsessed with sticking to the schedule. Like no helping with tasks that weren't written in your official hourly breakdown. One day, I finished my assigned duties early, stocking a small section and organizing a shelf. I saw a coworker struggling with a heavy delivery in the back and offered to help, like any normal human would. Manager saw me and stormed over. What are you doing? That's not your scheduled task. I explained I was just helping out since I was done early. Doesn't matter, follow your schedule exactly. Okay then. So I went back to my area, which was spotless, and just stood there. For 2 full hours. Staring at the already stocked shelves. Customers asked for help. Sorry, not my department. Boxes were piling up in the back. Not my task. At the end of the shift, the manager gave me a weird look and said, you didn't do much today. And I just smiled and said, I was following the schedule exactly like you asked. She never said that again.